Hi, it's Deborah here with Ariana. We're following up on our last video together. Today she's going to work with me a little bit in freeing my voice. And I'm going to turn it over to her. I'm excited.
So we talked, if you saw our last video, you heard us talk a little bit about voice storage, which is one of the core pieces of my work. And Deborah, what's a voice story that you've realized you have?
One of the most decisive ones in my body is if I speak, something bad will happen. So if I speak, I'm afraid to speak. Is that clear enough?
It's not safe to speak up or speak out.
Perfect. It's not safe to speak up or speak out.
Okay, great. And what's the issue that you want to work with today?
I'm noticing that I'm starting to retreat. I think it's the political climate, having difficult conversations with people that I don't agree with, that don't agree with me. I notice I'm shutting down and my limbic system is active way more than it needs to be.
And what happens to your voice?
Can you hear it? It gets very thin and begins to go out the back of my head.
Right. So we're going to be working in these 2 weekends on really opening up our voices and being able to speak when it's time for those difficult conversations. So what I've discovered in my work is that closing of the throat that happens really starts here. So it starts in the solar plexus, or those of you who are familiar with chakras, is the 3rd chakra. One of the things I've been given by my guides is that it's really essential for us to actually soften the 3rd chakra, that a lot of the problems in humanity come from this locking up in the 3rd chakra. It's the home of your diaphragm, which is the main muscle of breathing, which goes down when we inhale and up when we exhale. Needs to be able to be free to do that. So when we lock up in here, the diaphragm can't move, and guess what? It's connected to your larynx. And so when this locks up, this locks up. So that whole thing about the throat squeezing and the voice starting to go away starts here.
And I have a lot of suffering right now, right here.
Okay. So what we're going to do first is I'm going to ask you to really think of breathing into here. So as you inhale, okay, I just saw a lot going up here, and this tends to happen a lot. We tend to think a deep breath is this, up with the chest, but that tightens everything in the neck. Guess what's right here in your neck?
Oops.
Your larynx.
All right.
So this is going to be more quiet.
Okay. So the deep breath, like a yoga breath.
Think of the breath going down like a yoga belly breath, exactly. And I'm going to also ask you to soften your knees. Voice is breath. So the beginning of your voice is breath. So as you breathe into your belly, and as you know, this is one of your best techniques for calming yourself anyway, is belly breathing, consciously and deliberately slowing the breath. So not only are you opening up the breath for your voice, but you're also calming your nervous system. Really important.
Getting better.
Good. So now think of something that you want to say that would be a difficult thing to say. Good. You went right back to the upper breath. Okay. It's like, oh, squeeze. Okay, breathe down. Feel your feet on the floor. Feel that sense of grounding into Mother Earth. So there's also a connection with the 1st chakra for this as well. We'll talk about that in the retreat. So as you're breathing into the belly.
Okay, here comes a little nonviolent communication. When I read your email, I felt afraid. Ooh, that's louder than I thought it was going to be. That's good. No, that's good.
Very good.
Right?
So now let's just take the communicating to someone else out of it and have it be only about you expressing you.
Okay.
I felt afraid.
Okay. I felt afraid.
Okay. And then wiggle your neck. So loosen in the neck. And as you breathe, think of everything just relaxing in here as you breathe in. So that it isn't the
I can feel it
breath
every
that
time.
You can hear, right? And then it's going up into here, breathing down. Mother Earth is supporting you. Your 3rd chakra is releasing and softening and opening. This is a place where we try to control things from, is right here. And this you don't have to use to control. You're going to choose your words. And we'll also talk about choosing your tone of voice, which is a really valuable thing to know. But right now, this is just letting yourself say, I felt afraid.
I felt afraid. Better, better.
Yeah.
So let me see if I can do the contrast. I felt afraid.
Let it go in the neck, yeah.
I felt afraid.
Mm-hmm.
Way better.
See, a real authentic expression of the self. Right? And how did it feel to you? How do those two feel different?
Better, because when I'm going down this way, I'm okay. When I come up here, I feel like I'm going to throw up. It's really, I mean, it's that severe right now. So
yeah,
this is a really, like I'm down low. This is still really uncomfortable, but I can tolerate it. When I'm up here, I almost can't tolerate it. So it's great. Because my tendency really is to go,
right.
Right.
But then it started from here. That locking up in here is what makes this all react to. So the softening and releasing in the third chakra so that you can breathe deeply is the first place to go.
Lesson 1. We love you. See you soon.